Students, today we are going to study about cross pollinations. The previous class we have studied pollinations and self-pollinations. Pollinations there are two type of the pollinations. One is a self-pollinations, another one is a cross-pollinations. Cross-pollinations always is better than the self-pollinations. Why means cross-pollinations always lead to produce new variety of the plants. But self-pollinations not like that. So that's the way cross-pollinations more advantageous than the self-pollinations. Because it's lead to produce the new variety of the plants. So today we are going to study about the cross pollinations. So through this class we are going to study cross pollinations, definition of the cross pollinations, advantages of the cross pollinations, disadvantages of the cross pollinations. So what is the cross pollinations? So cross pollination is the transfer of the pollen from the anthers of a flower to the stigma of a flower on another plants of the same species. So this is all the words are very important. If you change the word means the total meaning of the cross pollinations will be wrong. So transfer of the pollen grains. So that's the way we call it a pollinations. Pollination is nothing. Transfer of the pollen grains to reach the stigma of the flower we called pollinations. So here it's a cross pollinations. So cross pollination is nothing. The transfer of the pollen grain from the anther of a flower to the stigma of a flower on other plants of the same species. So except the same plants, the pollination should not take than other plants, but the same species. Very important. For example, if you take a mango tree, the mango tree pollen grains have to reach the other type of the mango tree, not other type of the or different type of the species of banana, jackfruit, like the same species are very important. So if you reach that another species means it is not going to carry the pollinations. It is not a pollinations. There won't be any fertilization is take there. Because the same species is necessary. If it is a mango means the transfer of the pollen grains to reach the stigma of the mango. If it is the jackfruit means the transfer of the pollen grains to reach the stigma of the another jack tree. So this we call is a cross pollination. So look at here. So the pollen grains, the honeybee, so it is one of the agent which help to carry the pollen grain from this flower to another flower. But the species are same. But the character may be say little different from these plants. Pollen grain from stamen. So last class we have studied stamen. Stamen is consist of anther and filaments. A group of the stamens we call is a androecium. The anther is presence or number of the pollen grains are present inside the anther. So the anther have to reach. So how means the honeybee comes to take or to honey from this flower. So while honey from this flower, some of the pollen grains are attached in the legs of this honeybee. So when you go for another flower for collecting the honey, some of the pollen grains are present in the leg. So when you reach that, the pollen grain is deposit in the stigma of the another flower but same species. So this is we call is a cross pollinations. Look at the picture. So this is the also the same species, same color. This is also same color. It means it's mentioned that is a same species. So it is one of the good example for the cross pollinations. What are the advantages of the cross pollinations? There are many advantages are there, but in our books they have given a few. So first, the seeds produced as a result of cross pollinations develop and germinate properly and grow into better plants. The seeds always produce the new plants. So it means the seeds should have healthy seeds or viable seeds. Then only it produce the new healthy plants. So because of the cross pollination is always lead to have a proper seed or healthy seed. So look at here, the seeds produced as a result of the cross pollination developed and germinate properly and grow in a better plants. It means better means nothing is a healthy plants, and germination properly means the germination is a take very quick. There won't be any dormancy of the seeds. It means dormancy is nothing, inactive condition of the seeds. When the seeds is get in the soil, immediately the germinations they take place in the seeds. So the new plants comes very quick. So if the seeds are produced by the cross pollinations, sometime in the self pollination it is not possible. That's why one of the advantages of the cross pollinations. Whenever the cross pollinations produce the seeds are very healthy things and they are able to produce the better plants when you compare with their parents. Another advantages of the cross pollinations. Cross pollinations lead to the production of new varieties. So it is very important for us. Nowadays new varieties are comes because of the cross pollinations. So look at this the picture. So suppose the pollen grains is reached from here or here to there, but all eggplants or brinjal, so we call it a brinjal. Eggplants also is the same here. So the pollen grain is reached here means so some of the character may take from here to here. So if the pollen grain is reached to here means some of the characters maybe is mingled with that. So automatically the new variety comes. So it is only possible in the cross pollinations, but in the self pollination it is not a possible things, because the same pollen grains to reach the same stigma of the same flower on the same plants of another flower. It means there is no chance to mingle the characters. When the cross pollinations take there, so the character may mingle with each other, the new characters maybe comes. The new generations may be produced because of the cross pollinations. So it is one of the very good advantages of the cross pollinations. Another advantages of the cross pollinations: more viable seeds are produced. So viable means viable seeds means healthy seeds. So what's purpose the plants is to produce the seeds means to produce the new plants. The new plants should be in healthy conditions. If the plants want to produce new and healthy seeds, the seeds should be in viable conditions or healthy conditions. If the seeds is not is a healthy conditions or the seeds in weak means the After the germinations, the seed produce the weak plants. It may be happen in the self-pollinations, but it is not happening in the cross-pollinations, because the cross-pollination always lead the plant to produce the viable seeds or the healthy seeds. So look at here, the seeds are very healthy conditions. If the seeds are in very healthy conditions, means they are able to produce the healthy plants. So the new variety as well as the healthy seeds. The new offsprings maybe comes because of the cross pollination. This is another advantages of the cross pollinations. Another one. So there are many advantages there. In your book we have given only two. So disadvantages of the cross pollinations. Even though many advantages presence in, or many advantages are in the cross pollinations, the opposite side there are some disadvantages also present. So what are the disadvantages? Pollinations may fail due to distance barriers. So look at this, the pictures, many agents are present. So this is a bat, a rat, wasps, butterflies, a different type of the butterflies, house bee or honeybee, we can take is a honeybee also, and birds are there. So these some of the agent which help for the cross pollinations. Suppose the agent not available means it is impossible of the cross pollinations, because these are the agent only carried the pollen grains from one flower to another flower. Except this, the wind also we can consider the agent of the pollinations, more or less. So these plants always expect the agent to carry the pollen grains to reach the another flower. So if they are not do, or if very less amount of the agent means it is failure for the cross pollinations. So the plants, it is cross pollinations impossible for plants. So that's the way they have given the plants always depend for agent. So that's the another things also, it's a distance barriers. Sometimes the pollen grains is attached in the leg, and so it may be go for a long distance, means the pollen grains may not live. So after reaching the stigma, the pollen grains may not be healthy conditions to germinate and reach to the egg. So this is the another conditions for the cross pollinations. More wastage of the pollen grains. So look at this, the pollen grains are present. So what happens, the pollen grains are waste, all the pollen grains not going to reach the stigma of flower. So the wind is a agent here to carry the pollen grains. We cannot expect all the pollen grains may reach the stigma of the flower, because the wind may not expect that the pollen grain how to reach the stigma. So that's the way the plants always produce the more amount of the pollen grains. So one or few, or one or two, or a few pollen grains only reach the stigma. So other pollen grains are waste. So it is one of the disadvantages of the cross pollinations. Another disadvantages of the cross pollinations, it may introduce some unwanted characters. So look at here, it may induce this this lady's finger is here. What happened? It's very good and healthy conditions of the lady's finger. So when the pollinations or when the cross pollination is take the sometimes the unwanted character of the lady's finger may produce. So this is also as a lady's finger, but it is not a healthy condition. The character is totally different. So it is not a very good condition for cooking purpose. So economically it lead to loss. So this we won't like this type of the lady's finger. So sometimes it is a possible in the cross pollinations. So it may introduce some unwanted characters. So sometimes the nature character may be disappear. Another disadvantages of the cross pollinations. Flowers depend on the external agent for cross pollinations. So here the agent always depend. The flower always depend for the agent to carry the pollen grains one flower to another flower. So it is also considered as a disadvantages, means all the time the pollen grains is not available. So when the flowering, so the pollen grains are very good and fresh conditions. So we cannot, or the plants cannot expect that it carried the pollen grain and deposit the another stigma of the flower. Most of the time it may be failed. So this is one of the disadvantages of the cross pollinations, because we cannot expect or we cannot order the agent to carry the pollen grain from here to there. So we have studied the cross pollinations and the advantages of the cross pollinations. So we can do the activities. So observe the flower in your garden. So if you have the garden at your house, so we can watch. So how many butterflies are comes to your garden, how many honeybees are comes to your garden, how many birds are comes to your garden, how they are carried the pollen grain from your garden plants to another area. So you can note this down. Observe that a flower in your garden. Identify the insects and birds that act as a pollinating agent. So it is we can do some other activities which is help us to identify or prove that how it is happening. It make you to interest. So maintain a record of pollinating agents and the flower and the plants. So if you are recorded means we come to know that. So what are the agents of the cross pollinations? How the cross pollinations take place? So what are the questions may be asked from this topic? So first 2 mark questions. Define cross pollinations. And 4 mark questions may ask mention the advantages and disadvantages of the cross pollinations. So sometimes they may ask us here 7 mark questions. Definition for cross pollinations, mention the advantages and the disadvantages of the cross pollinations. So it is very simple questions and it is easy to ask to study this. Thank you.